this TikTok woman who who has been making money up to $45,000 a week. I've heard.
Oh my
And
gosh, this is
45
shocking.
grand a week selling her farts in a jar, which is absolutely incredible. Now,
It's incredible.
Dixon, what do you know about this? Could you give me a quick rundown of who this is and what's
Well,
going
it's
on?
it's you know, fans of 90 Day Fiance, which I am a fan, will recognize her name,
Oh,
Stephanie
I love that
Matto.
show. I love that
Oh
show.
my God, it's fantastic. It's such mindless nonsense.
Yeah, it's great. Now, what do you know what season she's from? I don't think I've only seen like 2 seasons of it, so I probably haven't
You
gotten to
know,
her yet.
I don't. I think it was. I don't. I'm not sure, but she was on there. So Stephanie Matto. She was involved with. It was either a bi or a lesbian relationship with somebody in Australia, and fans will recognize her because she was very focused on making sure the partner that she was meeting was, open with her sexuality and open with her relations with Stephanie. And it turns out that Stephanie was being pretty, close to the pocket in terms of what she was telling her family. She wasn't exactly forthright and upcoming, and her partner, the girl she met, ended up being, she was just a friend. They really weren't in a relationship, that kind of thing.
Oh no, that's
Yeah, so
what
she was kind of a bitch, low key, on the show. You
was
know,
she? Was she afraid? Like, did her family know she was bi? Like, did she just not want to say like, "Hey, I'm dating. Like, I want to marry this girl," or like, what was it?
that's what it seemed like, and I think it was sort of a self conscious thing, and maybe she wasn't being entirely honest with herself and her feelings, and maybe
Yeah,
this was just a fling. Maybe it was just like something like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna try this out and see what happens.
yeah. It happens.
Yeah, why not? Hey, give it a shot. It doesn't work out. I mean, that doesn't seem like how it goes down, but why not? You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. Usually, if you want to marry someone, it's not just like a fling, and you should know what the hell you're getting into. But yeah, no, I was actually reading about her a little bit before the show, and I found out that she's probably one of the most disliked people on the entire 90 Day Fiance show.
Wild. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what was so strange about when I saw this is that knowing who she was and how she was acting on the show, and then seeing that she had she started this X-rated content creation website, like similar to an OnlyFans, but basically like just a different platform.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was starting the fart jar sales, which she had over $200,000 in sales of these fart jars. And I saw a video on it. And she'll has like a little jar, and she puts like these like flower petals. I don't know if they're real or not, but she puts them in the jar, and then I guess she just gasses up the jar and ships it right out.
I I can't even. I don't even know what to say at this point. It's like, first of all, how do you think that came about? Was she just like, did she just
Oh man,
like come out and say, "Hey, maybe I'm gonna start selling my farts to you guys. Like, would you like that?"
it's kind of what we talked about a few weeks ago about how these e-girls have their own economy, about the bathwater and the donations, and when you're streaming on Twitch, how they have such a dedicated and loyal audience, simps, if you will.
Yeah.
And so you really got to respect where she's coming from, because she saw a need, and she started selling a product, and these guys seem to love this product. I mean, $200,000 worth, and I said you got to kind of respect the hustle in terms of what she was doing.
You really have to, because okay, I don't know anything about her from the 90 Day Fiance. I don't know anything about that. But if you're if you're hating on her specifically because she sells her farts in a jar, which I feel disgusting even saying, you can't hate on her for that. If
Yeah,
I
you can't.
Dixon, and I've said this before, if I could sell my farts in a jar, or whatever weird ass person on the other side of a screen wants from me, if I could sell like my
Right.
my dirty underwear or something, yeah, I'm gonna do it. If I could make $45,000 fucking dollars a week, yeah, I'll do anything for that.
100%. Absolutely 100%. Like I said, it's just the classic business model. There's a need, she put it together, and this is it. And these guys, or maybe girls, or maybe whomever, seem to love it, and she really had a niche there with her fart jars.
Yeah, I'm. What just shocks me is that there's a market for this. Like, I want to know the headspace of like, yeah, you know what, I could really go for that. I really go for that jar of farts that this girl is selling. Man, we got some weird fetishes, man. I tell you what.
You ever been in a situation where, like, I think a fart in a jar would really do me some good right now.
No, I'm
Like,
not.
I think I can really go for that.
Dixon, I can't say it's ever happened to me ever in my life.
What about the idea, like, like the stink bomb? Could that be used? Like, this is a really high end, fetishized, like, stink bomb. Remember in high school they used to drop those in the stairwell and it'd be,
Oh my
just
god, yeah.
disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you could start selling like knockoff. You could just like bust open a open a stink bomb in a jar and start selling that.
Oh my God, dude. Well, it
Knockoff.
really, yeah, it really kind of eliminates the labor force there. All you have to do is, yeah, do your thing.
You could be a
Well,
guy, just get a picture of a hot girl and say like, "Yeah, this is me," and there you go.
you're in business.
Yeah.
Well, to all those people out there that are thinking this is something they want to buy, unfortunately, it seems like she's not doing it anymore.
Oh.
Yes. So I guess to just like anybody else, you need some labor, some overhead, some effort. So she was eating a very pungent, gassy diet, some beans, protein shakes,
Oh my god.
things that really get the old fart smelling really for the jars.
The old bowels churning.
Yeah, yeah. Really churning up a fresh fart in there for these boys.
Oh my god.
So I guess she had complaints of that she felt like she was having a heart attack, which it could probably gas pains, which I assume that's what she was experiencing, and that's the truth. So it
Yeah.
turns out the doctors kind of gave her a warning that your diet is a little too extreme and too fart focused.
Oh my god. This whole thing is so funny. So the doctors came in and said, "Hey, you got to stop doing this because
Yes.
you're legitimately affecting your health right now."
Right. And I love this quote from the story. This is from Stephanie. This
Oh,
is
oh
so funny.
god.
I was advised to change my diet and to take a gas suppressant medication, which has effectively ended my business.
Oh, you know what,
So,
that sentence has never been said before in the history of the human race. That is
yeah,
that is fantastic.
like I say, it's incredible. It's just an incredible entrepreneurship. I mean, she should really teach a class or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Incredible.
seriously. Like nothing but your body. You don't even have to show your body. You're literally just bottling up your flatulence. It's probably the easiest thing you could possibly ever do. It
Uh, it doesn't get any easier. I don't think it's just incredible. Like I said, you gotta respect the game and true hustler. Appreciate all the hard work.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good for her. I wonder if she's going to get back in the game. Do you think she's going to get back to it or no?
Well, it seems like she has some NFTs launching of the
I see.
inspired by her fart her fart jar.
What world are we living in right now, Dixon? Like, come on. Like,
It's
NFTs were ridiculous enough. Now we have fart jar NFTs. This is incredible.
Well, when you think about it, in reality, could she have been ahead of the curve? Could the fart in the jar, the actual fart itself, not the jar, been the first NFT, the non fungible token? Because you can't funge it. You don't own the fart. It's just a
You can't
sweeping moment in your life.
you can't funge it. I like that. I don't even know what an NFT is really, but I'm
I
gonna
have no
say
idea either.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna say yes. I think she
Just really ahead of the curve without even knowing it, and that she deserves even further props for really developing the concept of a non fungible token.
yeah, good for her. Hey, look at over 200,000 sold so far. $200,000 she's made on this so far.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
Oh boy, I don't know. It almost depresses me that I'm not banking in on this stuff like this.
I wonder if they have if there's I'm gonna have to do a search on Etsy and see if there's nameless fart jars. Like if somebody just selling their farts.
I think this will probably be like a new thing now. It'll probably be hot
Yeah,
girls like trying to sell this, like with the bath water. Like it's gonna be like the new
yeah,
feet picture thing. It'll be like, well, I'll sell you my farts now.
and I guess if the thing is with the headspace, I guess there has to be some sort of physical, like a photo or something. Like you have to see the person to want to smell their farts. I would assume.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, if a girl ever wanted to get into this, like, yeah, I think you'd have to give up your identity. Like, you'd have to show your whole face and whole body because like I said, I think that's part of the allure. It's like, oh, I'm smelling this attractive girl's farts,
Yeah.
and I think that's probably what it comes down to. Like, you sacrifice a little bit, but I mean, fuck, you're making 45 grand a week.
You take that. Sell my
Yeah,
soul
yeah,
for
absolutely,
farts.
absolutely, absolutely.
Well, maybe she'll get back in the game. We'll see how it goes. We'll follow this closely because I know everybody out there listening is really, really interested in this.
Yeah, yeah. Really keep an eye on it.